What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Nighthawk from Central Game Vets here to play a little bit more Hearthstone today. Bringing it back to a little bit of old school. With Standard coming up, it's been wildly speculated, and even confirmed by Blizzard that several Druid cards are going to get the Nerf bat. Now, cards that have been speculated and probably will get nerfed are the um, Force of Nature Savage War combo, which has been a staple in almost every Druid deck for the last 2 years almost, I think. Probably since Vanilla. I haven't been playing that long, only since before Naxxramas. But, yeah, it's been speculated that a lot of those cards are going to get nerfed. Ancient of Lore also speculated that it could get nerfed. You don't know. It is a very powerful card, widely considered OP by lots of the upper level Hearthstone players, but who knows? So this is a deck that I saw on Hearthstone, and I thought it was pretty interesting. It's a Ramp Druid without the combo, which isn't that crazy, but it is fun to play a Druid that doesn't rely on kind of like a mostly disliked combo. Lots of solid cards, just minion on minion combat. Only a few spells, only two removal spells. So, minion on minion combat, the way Hearthstone was meant to be played, right, guys? So, let's see how we do with this deck. Notable cards that I do want to bring up are Raven Idol, which is interesting. It gives us a lot of flexibility. Um, Harrison Jones, which I replaced for Black Knight because I don't have Black Knight, but I think that the meta has enough weapons in it that it will hit something, and if not, not the worst card in the world. Azure Drakes, these have been bouncing in and out of Ramp Druid for quite a while. Solid card, probably will see a lot of play in Standard. Kel'Thuzad, I love this card, love the mechanic. It is kind of a win more card because it's hard to get value out of this unless you're already winning the board really hard, but it's fun. And then last but not least, Sylvanas Windrunner, one of my other favorite cards. Great to play against basically any board state. Empty boards, not the best to play it against because it can just be removed, but it's still a big threat. One of my more favorite cards. So let's get right into it. I had a bit of a bad losing streak earlier with a Paladin deck I was trying out, so I've dropped down to 17. Let's see if we can't fix that a little bit. And Ramp, which you probably all know already, but basic idea of Ramp Druid is you play cards like Wild Growth and Innervate, and you get your big threats out before the opponent can deal with them. So Innervate is a card that gives you 2 mana for 0 mana, so it's basically just 2 coins wrapped into one. And Wild Growth gives you an empty mana crystal. So they're called Ramp because they kind of accelerate you forward into the game. So right now we're going to keep Living Roots because it's a decent one drop, especially against Warlock. You never know what they're going to play. I think we Ramp Druid, or sorry, we Living Roots turn 1. And then if we don't get a turn 2 play, we'd like to see Wild Growth here, but if we don't get a turn 2 play, I think we Raven Idol. I think we still Raven Idol. We could... No, that's ridiculous. Alright, right now, we probably want a minion. Ooh, 2 cards in my deck, actually. Ancient of Lore, like I said, very good card. I'm going to attack there just so nothing crazy happens. Next turn I can always hero power if I want. We missed our ramp this game. We do have the Innervate, so we're probably going to Innervate turn 5 for an Ancient of Lore just to get our card draw out. But we missed the Wild Growths, which is a shame. It's always sad to play Ramp Druid without Wild Growths. It looks like it's going to be a slow turn for me. Turn 4, we got this guy, and I think we'll silence him unless I get a better play. Silencing Haunted Creeper takes a lot of value out of it. Haunted Creeper is one of the cards that I'm actually sad to see go in Standard, because while it is a staple in almost every single deck and is probably OP, it's such a good card without being oppressively overpowered, and it helps you play against almost every deck type. So it's a good card. I like it. We're playing on one of my favorite boards right now, just because of this. This card I don't like. This card I'm going to keep her, because I hate the card. It's terrible. Awful. Even though I get... No, I still do this. I get no pleasure out of playing that card. Even though I play it in a lot of my decks, just because it's so good. It's hard not to, honestly. Next turn, I'm probably going to innervate out this Ancient of Lore for the card draw. 7 mana, 5/5. Stats obviously not good, but the 2 card draw is so good. It's just amazingly good, especially in Druid, where you try to kind of get your threats out and kind of cycle them out because they're going to get removed. So we'll see. The sad part about this deck is that if you don't hit your ramp early, you end up drawing it late, and it becomes mostly useless. Wild Growth becomes 2 mana, draw a card, basically, and Innervate just becomes, hey, look, I have Innervate. Woo, I can get another card out, maybe. But, not the worst thing in the world. Now, I think I still... Actually, I'm going to go a little bit more board cleary. I don't hero power that, I think. I could have activated the MCT there, but eh. Eh. That might have been a good play. I think I can activate it next turn, probably, actually. Well, depends on what he plays. He's a zoo. He's going to have 4 minions on the board a lot. And those weren't very particularly strong minions. The best case scenario was I steal a 4/4. And the worst case is steal a 1/1. Notable exceptions that this deck doesn't have is, I was just thinking about it, it does not have Wrath, which is one of the cards... Well, that's a surprise. You don't see that card every day. Good. No. Yes? No. He can just trade, double trade, and then play his minion. But I don't have a lot of choice. Or do I? I have to think about this. I can Azure Drake, but what does that do for me? It saves me a 2/3. I think I just play this. I'm fine with these double trades. Next turn I got the Ancient of Lore. Yeah, notable exceptions is Wrath and Dr. Boom. I'm pretty sure this deck doesn't have Dr. Boom in it. I don't remember putting it in. I'll have to check, but I'm 99% sure this doesn't have Dr. Boom in it. And Dr. Boom is one of the best cards in the game. I think the reason it's not included is so there's no other BGH targets in the deck, so if you just put Dr. Boom in, he's always going to get BGH value, so it's kind of just like play around BGH, which kind of sucks. BGH, another card that people are speculating will get heavily nerfed in the upcoming expansion, which should be a thing, even though BGH does have its place in the Hearthstone world. Yeah, he's just going to double trade here. Honestly, not the worst thing in the world. That's fine. It's absolutely fine. Probably one of the weakest things he could have done there. Gonna Ancient Allure for 2 cards. Kel'Thuzad. That could be really good for me next turn. If you can get a kill off with a minion and then play Kel'Thuzad and bring it back, you've gotten crazy value out of Kel'Thuzad. This is... I have a lot of options, really. I'm really happy with this this board. Now, his deck kind of confuses me. The cards that he's playing makes me think he's... Yeah, he's obviously doesn't have a very good deck unless he's playing something crazy that I've never heard of. But, so it's not great. It doesn't feel great to win, but what are you going to do? It's actually surprising that a deck like his made it this far up the ladder. I mean, it's a decent zoo deck, I guess. I might just play Druid of the Claw here. Druid of the Claw, Innervate, Azure Drake. Or Druid of the Claw, Innervate, Druid of the Claw. That's pretty good. I probably should have gotten value out of MCT when I could, but I'm still confident that there might be a turn where it can hit. And if it doesn't, it's not the end of the world. I got very many other threats to play. Best case scenario for me here is he doesn't trade for whatever reason. And I play something big, then I can get super value out of Kel'Thuzad, but he's probably just going to kill one of these with this guy. That's good for me? That's bad for me. That's real bad for me. If he attacks this, I'll be happy, actually. He probably will. Maybe? Yes, do it. Do it. Do it. You know you want to. Then you can kill it next turn with this. Yes! Yes! Oh, no! No! Oh! That's not what I wanted you to do. Well, at least I got MCT. That was the opposite of what I wanted you to do. Come on. Steal. Honestly, it really... One of the worst ones I could have stolen. Well, that's not true. These would have been bad, but these just died to this, so it kind of doesn't make much of a difference. He's going to get that Emperor Thorson out just as a threat. Gives me some flexibility with my cards next turn. I can play the Azure Drake and the Ancient of War. Or the Azure Drake and the Ancient of Lore. I have a lot of cards I can play next turn. Kel'Thuzad is a very good possibility with this Emperor Thorson. Because getting another take of Emperor Thorson off is very good. Very, very good. Emperor Thorson is a card that has seen a lot of decline in play since League of Explorers came out, which is a shame, because it's such a good card. I guess it's just too slow in a lot of these decks. Or maybe the mana costs just aren't that important. This might be an issue. I might lose to a very low... What? Wrath? No. Soulfire. I'm gonna lose to a low-ranking... maybe not. Should have drawn first. Doesn't matter. I have a lot of threats left, and he's out of cards, but he's playing pretty good. Maybe he's on like a free-to-play account, because his deck's not very good, but he's playing very decently. Maybe he's just getting lucky. Oh wait, do I win? Oh, no I don't win. Oh, wait, do I win? I win, right? No, I don't win. Because of that OP Knife Juggler. Best card in the game. Pretty straightforward play next turn. Ooh, I forgot about that. Ooh. This makes things interesting. Do I win? 5 plus 4, no. But I do this. This is so he doesn't kill me with any power roaming shenanigans or something. I could set up lethal next turn. I still have lethal next turn, actually. Unless he kills this. But, I don't know. I'd rather not die to some bullcrap like power overwhelming or, you know, something crazy. I'm very value-oriented, very control-oriented, which is why I like playing decks like this, where you kind of control the board and then you win. You don't just rush the enemy down with some shaman deck. I don't know. I have salty feelings towards shaman players just because of that stupid aggro shaman. I'm looking forward to the new control shaman meta that probably will spur out of this new expansion because of all the awesome cards Blizzard has printed for control shaman. It's interesting. Last expansion, League of Explorers, they printed a lot of aggressive shaman cards. And this expansion, they're printing a lot of very control-oriented shaman cards. So obviously they didn't like the direction that Shaman took last expansion, because it spawned a very, very aggressive hunter-esque Shaman. Um, so, well played. Well, let's see what's in the box first. Oh yeah. Uh-oh. Yeah, it spawned a very aggressive Shaman deck, and I haven't met anyone who likes playing against that kind of deck unless they're playing some sort of crazy Reno Jackson deck, which I also love. Reno Jackson is one of the best cards ever made. Great combo to, or counter to all these face decks that kind of were in the middle of the meta between the Grand Tournament and I got my expansions mixed up, but before League of Explorers came out, face decks kind of ruled the scene. Face decks and Secret Paladin. And Secret Paladin is still one of the strongest decks. I'm surprised I haven't run into it yet. Probably because they're all higher up on the ladder than I am. To be honest, that's not that far off. I'm going to keep the Druid of the Claw because I will ramp into it really fast with this Wild Growth. Turn 1 Raven Idol, I think. It's pretty strong. Another Warlock. Another Zoolock. Much stronger start this time. Spell, I think. That's going to be good right there. Swipe is a very good card against Zoolock, because they play a lot of 1 health minions, or minions that like to be dealt with. Coin Shredder next turn, maybe? Or coin Sledge Belcher. Sledge Belcher would be pretty good. Ugh. That makes Shredder better, I think. Nasty card. Nasty, nasty. Next turn, Sledge Belcher. Or Swipe. Depending on what happens. Oof, please roll 2. Yes! Perfect. Ooh, Swipe is going to be good next turn. Swipe is going to be great next turn. Turn 4, already at 15 health. Now here's the question. No, I have to swipe, right? There's no way I don't. Slows him down a lot. A lot, but... yeah, I think I'm in good shape, though. Sledge Belcher should get me in pretty decent shape. Or... I'm kind of scared of Owl. I think I saved Big Game Hunter because that deck, that Warlock deck, sometimes run Dr. Boom just as like kind of a finisher if you get to that point of the game. It seems to be playing a deck that I have a lot of experience in. Yeah, this looks pretty carbon copy Zoolock. I'm glad that I played the Sludge Belcher. I think I'm going to go for the Mind Control check this turn. This one would be great. That one's still decent. Shredder, Innervate. That's really good for me. Next turn I got a big taunt. I got this to deal with Dr. Boom. Feeling pretty good about this matchup. I lose to not much here. Doomguard, Power Roaming? I don't think that does it. There's the Doomguard right there. No, it's not. He's going for the board control, which is smart. He's going to run out of cards real fast, though, even with life tap. That MCT turn was pretty good for me. Is that a power roaming? Oh, he's going face. Okay, I might be in trouble. That's good. I can always heal with that. That's why Ancient of War is so good. You get the 2 card draw, or you get the 5 heal. And the 5 heal's not very good in most situations, but in something like this, 5 extra health can be the difference between life and death. I do have Healbot in this deck. No, I don't. I forget. I don't think I do. I should get the deck tracker, honestly. It'd probably be a lot helpful. I'm pretty safe right now. Zoolock actually doesn't have a ton of direct damage. Dark Bomb? Yeah, there's one. But he didn't go face, so I think I'm okay. he is in... Ooh, I dodged. Very sticky lethal there. I think I have to heal. Let me see what I got out of this first. That's very good for me. 2 3s are very good. I think I'm going to heal. Just to kind of cement me not dying to bullshit. You know, I just don't like that arcane golem power forming, you know me. Anti-fun. Having a lot of fun with this deck so far, actually. There's the Sea Giant. And that's why I kept the Big Game Hunter. Not that I need it, because I think I have lethal. Do I have lethal? No, I don't. Wait. No, I don't. But he just surrenders anyway, because that's why you keep Big Game Hunter, even against aggro, because you never know what they could have up their sleeve. Climbing back up those ranks. And this deck doesn't feel very... I hate to say that decks are like cancer or mean or anything, like Secret Paladin. Like, obviously everyone says, oh, Secret Paladin's cancer. Oh, Secret Paladin's the worst thing that ever happened to Hearthstone. But, I mean, people just want to win. I know it's kind of brain dead, and people are like, oh, easy game. If you play this deck, you have no brain. But you can't blame people for wanting to win. Like, the only reason I don't play Secret Paladin is because I don't have Mysterious Challenger, and I don't feel like spending 800 dust to craft a card that's probably not going to see much play in next expansion because it's standard. It's rotating out, right? No, it's not. But a lot of the good secrets are. Another Warlock. Probably another Zoolock. Ooh. If I knew that this was Zoolock, I would play both Living Roots. But I don't know that's Zoolock. It could be Handlock. Handlock's actually a pretty rough matchup for Druid, in my opinion. In my experience. It's hard to deal with the threats, and it looks like it is Handlock. Well, I can't say that off of one turn. He could just not have a good play. No, it's Handlock, because he could have coined out a 2-drop. I'm going to have to get my BGH pretty early to deal with this. Which means I'm going to have to innervate out Ancient of Lore. I might be in trouble, actually. Oh, it is Zoo. Wow. Meh, makes sense. Living Roots is really good here. I love Druid just because of the flexibility Druid offers. Just being able to do 1 damage, or 2 damage, or spawn 2 1/1s is just so good. I'm going to hit this here so I can kill it next turn with a Hero Power if I need to. But I'm probably just going to drop the Azure Drake. Well, against aggro, I think I'm in good shape. I just need to draw some cards. I have no cards right now. So next turn, I think I coin out or innervate out this Ancient of Lore. Yeah. It probably doesn't die. Probably. He could have a Abusive Sergeant or a Black Iron Dwarf in there. Ooh, that's good. That's decent. That's good. That might be better. That's good, though. Depending on what I draw, I might play that next. I don't know. I think that I have a pretty good working knowledge on how Hearthstone works and how decks are played. Like, I know it might... that's annoying. That's the bystander effect, where I can be watching a streamer and say, oh, I wouldn't misplay there. But obviously I make tons of misplays myself. But, I don't know what it is. Maybe I just don't like the grind. That's why I don't get very high. I get very disheartened after I lose. Here's an interesting question. I think I need spells here for removal. That would have been good earlier. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good, though. But I think I have a pretty good working knowledge in how the game works. I know I'm too value-oriented. I should go more for tempo. I blame it partially on Trump. I watched a lot of Trump. Not Trump the president, Trump the YouTuber. I watched a lot of Trump when I learned to play Hearthstone, and back in the day, he was much more of a value streamer, so you would see him clearing the board every turn basically every turn, so that's kind of like how I learned to play Hearthstone. And it's suited me well. I think it'll suit me well in the future, but it's definitely been a disadvantage when I've probably missed a lot of lethals just trading when I could have just gone face. And Trump nowadays is a lot more tempo oriented, and I think he's a much better player because of it. Because he understands when you have to go face and when you have to trade. Do I Dark Whispers this? No. These decks don't have a ton of removal. I would be surprised if you even had a BGH. Fuck. It's annoying. I think I just play the biggest card here. Pushing pressure on him to trade. These cards become a lot better when they're one cost less. This card especially. I think, honestly, Dark Whispers probably should have been this. Like, I know choose cards are so powerful because the versatility, but there's no Wisp synergy. So 5/1/1s is just 5/1/1s. And the new Paladin card, Standing Against Darkness, is basically this, except for it doesn't have the versatility. So I don't know. I think it could be 5 mana for this instead of 6 and be good. This is unfortunate. I need a swipe. I need a swipe bad. So he is going to trade here, which is smart by him, because Emperor Thorsten's a scary, scary card. Double Shredder. One of the cards I'm not sad to see go in Standard. Shredder has long bullied the 4 mana cost spot, and it's time for it to go away. We need better 4 mana cost cards that aren't as unhealthy for the game. I'd like to see him go face here, and it's actually pretty likely because he has taunt, so he thinks I have to trade. Kel'Thuzad gets a lot of value if he just goes face here. Honestly, he doesn't have great trades either, so he is probably going to go face. I would in that situation. I would especially then. Oh, please don't kill my Shredder. I want to get value out of it. Kel'Thuzad Shredder would be so good. Oh, he's going to trade. Is he going to trade? It's a lot of face damage. Yeah, he's going to trade. Oh! Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, he's going to kill it. Darn. That leaves one of my Shredders alive, though. No, it doesn't. I forgot. That would have been really funny if he had done that last. I don't have any luck. Never lucky. Swipe? That's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. Probably should have killed that thing there, but like I said, I'm greedy. I like the value. I'm gonna die next turn anyway. To anything, I don't think. I really want that Kel'Thuzad value, that's why I didn't trade there. 4-3 into 4-4, not that scary. The scary thing is an implosion, which he hasn't played yet, I don't think. I forget where these names came from. I think they came from something. He didn't play Implosion, right? I don't remember. Oh, they came from that in-game boss. I should have killed that. Face? Face never trade? Do me trade? No. Me go face. Yes. Oh, there we go. Ooh, that's your downfall, buddy. I'm gonna get a lot of value out of Kel'Thuzad now. This is where Kel'Thuzad comes in handy. I'm actually not gonna get that much value out of Kel'Thuzad. Do I just get 1 card back? get one card back. Granted, it is a very, very good card. Azure Drake, very good card. But it's not as much value as I thought it was going to get. I got value blinded. I'm in a good spot right now, though. I got some card draw with Wild Growth. Got a lot of big taunts still left in my deck. Got 2 Ancient of Lures. Got, I think I still have my Druid of the Claws in there. Yeah, I think I still have my Druid of the Claws in there. I'll tell you what. If we win this, we'll probably end the video then, and I'm going to download the deck tracker. So next video, I'm going to have the deck tracker on the side so I can actually see what's going on. And not make so much speculations. He's going to have... Can he even kill that? He can't, unless he has Power Overwhelming. Or something else. That's surprising. It's a card you don't see a lot in Zeus. Especially without Egg. He hasn't run Egg yet, so it's probably still in his deck. Oh, that makes sense. That feels bad for him. Feels real bad for him. Those are bad trades. Fine by me. Probably take 5 to the face to kill that. No, I just use this because it dies to the 1/1 anyway. Draw last. Well, not last, but after trades. That's not a good card to play on an empty board. Slice Butcher is fine here. Saves me from any shenanigans. Which, with his deck, could be something crazy, like double Power Overwhelming Arcane Golem. Next turn, I have a pretty strong turn in Sylvanas, or this to trade up to anything, basically. Anything that guy has. Ooh, he's in trouble. And now I play the Sylvanas, because he's got nothing. This is where you caught back up on the board, and you slowly squeeze the life out of the opponent. You just take all their hopes and dreams away. And that's what being a value player is all about. Oppressing the other the other hero. I like this card a lot. Hey. Hey. That was my card. Play a card. I'm going to kill you with my swipe. Whew. Epic swipe value here. Well played. I'm sorry. Wait, did I have lethal? I didn't. Did I? Oh, I did. Crap. I missed lethal. It's BM, guys. BM. I swear. I'm not bad at this game, I swear. I'm going to save the Dark Whispers just in case. I actually was talking about this earlier in the video, that I've missed multiple lethals by being this value-oriented player. But it's okay, since I think I won anyway. And as the saying goes, well played. That's a fun deck. Well, as the saying goes, any missed lethal, as long as you still win the game, is just BM. And that's what we're all about here in Hearthstone. That was a pretty good video. I had a lot of fun. I think I showcased that deck pretty well. If you guys want to see more videos with that deck, or with any of my other very popular decks, let me know in the comments, or tell me in person. You probably know me. Maybe. And I'll try to get more decks, try to get more games with different decks in. I'm going to try to play a lot more Hearthstone in the coming weeks, especially with the Old Gods expansion coming out. So you'll probably see a lot more content from me, and I know I've said that in the past, but I've got free time. I'm not working too much nowadays. School is finishing up, so yeah, we'll see. And I do like me some Hearthstone. Anyway, have a good day, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys take care.